coming through real clear. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just trying to stay busy, keeping my writing skills going.
Yes, sir. I read some of the book. I'm almost finished with it, but you are quite a unique individual. And pronounce that name for me. And
It's, it's Causation, the first Chronicles of James.
okay. And Mr. Causey, you married, family, or children, or grandchildren, or
I have a son and a daughter and five, eight grandchildren. My wife is deceased.
okay, okay.
Uh, uh,
Okay, but Mr. Causey, let us get to this book. I want you to just talk about it, but first, I got a few questions, Mr. Causey. I would like to ask you. How did you come up with the name causation on this book? Number one, and number two, what does the picture on the book? Because that's what got my attention. It's the name, and it's the way that front of the book is laid out. So, can you tell us a little bit about that?
yes, the name causation is the word means to make things happen, and my last name is Causey, so I decided to mix it together and just put and came up with the name causation because the book is 14 short stories, and so instead of trying to name every story, I just came up with a surname to entitle the book. Cover.
Yeah.
The cover is it's really unique. It's because some of the details in the cover describe parts of the book. And for example, the tombstone describes choosing death, the vampire story that I wrote. And the child on the picture is, I chose that because he looks exactly like my son when my son was that age. So I thought that it would inspire people because it's the way he's looking is like he's very interested in something.
Yes, sir.
And so I preach on people using their imagination because they say the biggest nation in the world is our imagination, and I think mine is a gift from God because my imagination can go far beyond what I ever expected. Because when I write, I never plan ahead. I just sit with pen and paper and let my imagination flow, and that's how I write my stories.
When you say, how do you view our birth and where do we come from, or any words on that, those few words?
Well, well, I do believe that God created this world, and He put us all in it, and it's up to us on how that we live our own lives. And yesterday is gone, and tomorrow's not promised, so we have to do whatever it takes today to make ourselves happy. And I believe we have the ability to choose our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have to necessarily control our thoughts, but we can choose our thoughts. So if we get in a situation to where someone is making us angry, we have to realize that they can't make us angry. We have to choose to be angry. So by changing our thoughts, then we can change our feelings. And the universe, I believe the universe is got us all connected through together because I believe everyone's brothers and sisters are in this world, and we all live together. And if sometimes we make mistakes and make the wrong choices in life, but we can always correct those choices and not have to continue making the same mistakes over and over. And I start my day every morning with meditation,
Okay.
clearing my mind and being thankful for the things that I do have. I think being grateful for what we do have, it brings more stuff to us to be grateful for.
Okay, thank you. Now the release date on this book, it didn't come out yesterday, but the release date on it is September the 21st, 2021. And what do you want an ordinary citizen to take away from your book as they read it? The First Chronicles, and why did you use First Chronicles of James? So what? Let the people know what they can expect, or what you want to relate to the people.
Okay, the First Chronicles is the first book in a series of books that I have already written that are now being published by IC Books.
Okay.
And so we chose to make a series. Like my second book will be the Second Chronicles, the third book will be the Third Chronicles.
I see. Okay. Okay.
And,
well, when I'm a little greedy, okay, and so I want you in maybe we got about, well, to be exact, got about 3 minutes left, but I would like for you to just hit when I speak when you speak or write about UFO. Quick, how do you view UFOs?
Well, I think UFOs are a myth. It's just a figment of our imagination. And, you know, it's entertaining to a lot of people, like sci-fi, like reading sci-fi books. So UFOs are a main character in most all your sci-fi books. So I don't view UFOs as real. They're just a figment of my imagination.
Okay. Choosing Death. The title, Choosing
Death, is a great story. It's actually two stories in one that tie together in the end. And that is the story about an old vampire that's really tired of living and a young vampire that was turned against her will and in love with a guy, and she actually turned him to, and he didn't like it, so he's pursuing someone else, and then I can't say anymore because I give more of the book away.
Absolutely, that's a lot right there. Mainly, as we close, in fact, we're so close to shutting it down that I'm just gonna let you close us out here.
All right. I'll just say this. I'm James F. Causey, and I wrote the book Causation, and I was inspired by my mother to write, and just I want everyone to know that if this is a great book, I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but I'm saying that because everyone that's read it has told me so.
Right.
And I just ask you to read the book, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, Mr. Causey, what words would you give to a young person who may choose to go down the road of writing? What advice could you give them at your level?
When you're writing, if you want to be a writer, never give up, because myself, I've been writing for 20 years, and I've had many doors closed in my face, but every time one closes, another one opens.
Okay.
And I think God blessed me with IC Books when he opened that door for me to get my books published. But just stay strong and keep writing and never give up.
That is great. I've heard a lot of talk about IC Books. A couple people here where I'm located, I understand, use that company to get their books out. Many other channels that I have to try to let people know about you, because she don't call me much, but whenever she called me, I try to accommodate. This is what I want to ask. This is the last question. Your picture look very unique. You got a hat on, your glasses, your beard. Why do you look so distinguished, man? What your father look like that?
Yes, I guess I take after my father. Okay, thank you for saying that, though. I never thought of myself as unique.
Yeah, you're unique.
Thank you, sir.
And very distinguished. That was the first question I wrote down to ask you, was about the picture, but I almost forgot it. Look here, our time is up. I look forward to talking to you. You can call me anytime, because most time, in fact, if you want to see any of my other videos, just go to Boston G.B.R. on YouTube, and you can see a lot of the videos of what I do across America, okay?
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank
you, sir, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you, and keep on pushing that pen, man.
Oh, I will.
All right.
I will.
All right, peace. On behalf of IC Books Publishing, I just interviewed Mr. Causey, and I thank God for him. This is the Get To Free Press, George Boston Rhymes in Valdosta, Georgia. We do this because we love you just this much. Bye-bye. We gone.